Okay, welcome to Daily 3D Revolve. Today I'm going to be doing a Design Spark mechanical tutorial, and I'm going to be going over how to properly use planes. I'm not going to be drawing anything specific. I'm just going to be showing you guys how to use the planes. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to New Design. I have my layout in millimeters. So what you want to consider is we're going to go and start off in the top view. So I'll go ahead and go to the sketch mode. We'll get a rectangle, and then we'll define rectangle from center. So what we want to do is we'll draw a pretty big rectangle here, 56 wide by 34 high, and then we'll go ahead and end sketch. Now we want to go to up here to isometric view, and we're going to give this some kind of a thickness to this. So we'll drag this up 4 millimeters. That should be good. Okay, so now if you're new to planes, let's go ahead and go to sketch, and then I want to, or actually design, and I want to pan this down a little bit. So you want to consider planes kind of like a wall. So when we go to plane over here, we're going to be adding a new one. So if we go green, if we add a plane into the middle here on the green, we'll go ahead and do that. It's going to allow us to draw a profile this direction, the direction of the plane. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to do an example for each one of these. So we'll go ahead and click there. We'll go to plan view. So you notice it turned our part this way. So now we're going to go move that. So now we'll go to sketch. So basically if we wanted to draw a line here on the plane, we're going to be able to do that. So we'll go to select the click off, and then let's go ahead and give this a radius, create rounded corner, and we'll do 8, and then we'll end sketch. So now we're going to go ahead and spin this. So you'll see that I have a profile. This would be called a profile in most programs. And then the purpose of this is if you want to sweep something along this profile. So this is going in the same direction as the plane. So if you think of a plane as a wall, okay, you got a wall up, and if you want to spray paint something on the wall, it's going to go this way. It's going to go on this surface of the wall. So now what we want to do is go ahead and go back to sketch. We'll come over here to circle, and then we want to come down here to this where the profile ends and click, and then you'll get these see these little dot dash lines. You get a red one here. I think this one's green. This is just showing you where the middle of that line is. So we're going to click there, and we're going to create a circle. So we'll just create the circle 10 millimeters, and then we're going to end sketch. So now you have a shape, and then you have a profile for the shape to follow. So now you can go to pool, you could select the shape, and then come over here to this tool, which is sweep, and then multiple click to get all of the elements of this shape, and then go ahead and do full pull. So now you have this. We'll go ahead and pan down. Now you have this shape. So, and now if we wanted to put a shape here, maybe a shape coming out of here, we have to add another plane. So as we move along, we can come over here and take the check off the plane so we don't get confused. So now we're going to have to add another one. So we'll go to plane, and then whenever you add one, you could either click on the face that you want to put the plane on, or you can come over here to the X, Y, Z coordinates. So we want to do one this way on the X. So we'll go ahead and click X. And then now what we want to do is go ahead and spin this. So basically, we're going to draw a line this way along this plane. So to do that, we'll click on the plane, come over here to plan view, and now we have this way to draw. So we'll go to sketch, we're going to go to line, and then we're going to create a shape from here over to here like this. Now we're going to select the click off. Now we're going to go ahead and get our create rounded corner. right here, and we're going to create a round corner on this, 4.5. Now we're going to end sketch. So now we're going to spin this. So now you see, if I put a shape here, we're going to be able to sweep it this way, in this direction. So we're going to do that. So we'll go ahead and go to sketch. We're going to come down here, we're going to click the end of this. We're going to get our rectangle tool. Then we're going to make sure define from center is on. Then we're going to click in the center of those lines there. We're going to do let's do a 4 by 4. So we'll go 4 there, 4 there. So we'll hit enter. I don't think that did it right. Let's do it again. Let's do 4 by 6. Okay, then we're going to end sketch. So now you can see we have a shape here and we have a profile we want to sweep it along. So we'll go ahead and go to the pool, click on that square. We're going to use our sweep multiple click, then we'll do the full pull. So now we have a shape going this way. So we'll go ahead and spin that. And if we want to pull that shape into there, we can. We'll just go to pull, click there, and then just drag it in. Okay, so now we have this kind of a piece here. Let's control minus to zoom out a little bit. Then we'll go ahead and spin this. So basically anywhere you put the plane, if it's planes are confusing, just think of this, like I said earlier, as a wall. And then think of the plane in the direction is going to be the direction that you can draw your path. So if we wanted a path to go this way, we'd have to put a plane this way in the direction that we want the profile to go. So we'll do another one here just so I can show you, and then we're going to click off of this one in the checkbox and then click on the plane, and we'll go, well, actually let's select, click off, and then we'll click the plane again, then we'll go to plan view. So now we're turning it this way. So if we wanted to draw a shape out of this circle and have it come up and wrap around and then maybe go, I don't know, down over here, we could do that. So we would go sketch mode, get the line tool, excuse me, and then we would come out here, go up here, we come over here. Let's go down in the middle here. So we'll follow that line up, and then we're going to come down to here. So let's select and click off. Now we're going to grab our create rounded corners. We're going to put some fillets on these. Let's do 7. Do a smaller one there. Actually, let's do 7 there as well. So just type it in, 7. Okay, so now we'll go ahead and end sketch. Go ahead and spin this so we can see. I think I need to, okay, so basically now we have a profile along this plane, and then we can draw a shape there that's going to follow it. So we're going to go to sketch again. We're going to click on, let's zoom in. Going to click on the end right there, grab our circle. Then we're going to click right there, and you notice that the circle should be going the same direction as the pipe, as the circle that's already there. So we're going to go 5 millimeters. We'll end sketch, and then we're going to go ahead and pan over. So now we'll go to pool. We're going to select this here, and now we're going to be able to sweep along this profile that we added because we put this plane there. So we'll go ahead and go to sweep, then we'll multiple click, and then we're going to go sweep it. So now select to click off. So now you have this shape, which is not really a part that we would create, but it's interesting nonetheless. And if we wanted to put, I was just going to make this tutorial about planes and using planes properly, but we could also do one on mirroring or copying. So if we wanted to take this shape here and put it over here, we could do that. So we would be able to select that part there. And then what we want to do is go to this, is it right view? Yeah, the right view. Now we want to go to move, and then with the control key held down, we want to click that green and drag over a copy. Drag it over right about to there. And now we're going to go to our isometric view. Let's actually spin this around the other direction. Alright, so now we're going to spin this around. So we'll go to move, we'll grab that blue there, and we'll spin it around 180. So go ahead and type 180 in there. Now we'll go to move again, and now we're going to just drag this way. Now what I could do is we'll go to move. Let's go ahead and go back to the right view. And we go click on move again. Now we could drag this over so it's similar shaping to the other one, or similar spacing I should say to the other one. So we'll just go like this, make sure that it's in there. Now we'll go ahead and spin. For some reason that thing's not solid. Okay, that's a surface. So we're going to have to make a solid out of that. If you ever see your part that's hollow and you look up here in the structure tree and it says surface, just go ahead and multiple click so everything is selected and then hit combined. And then it should be a solid part. Oops, something happened there. Wonder why that's not filling. Go check it. Let's try that again. Multiple click, combined. Let's go click it to here. Then this, oops. For some reason it's not doing what I want it to do. Yeah, this is supposed to be solid right here, but for some reason it's not. It's a surface. So let's select it. Let's go to move. I think maybe this piece right here on the side might be open. And it looks like it is. So I'm going to go ahead and close that. So to close that, you would just go ahead and go click on that line there, and then you would blend it. So we'll come over here to this tool right here, which is blend, and we'll blend it from there to there. Hold down Control key, and then click your green. And then also that one on the bottom, if you noticed, it's also hollow. So you want to go ahead and do the same thing over there. You want to hold down the Control key, blend, and then check. Now you notice that it turns solid. So sometimes you got to work through these. But if you ever notice your part is hollow, it means one of two things. It means that it needs to be combined so it will fill it and make it solid, or it means that there's parts that are open. So we investigated a little bit and we found out that this piece here was missing and this piece here was missing. So what happened when I copied this part over is I got all the faces except the top here and the bottom here. Now that normally wouldn't have happened if I had created this and I said no merge, then it would be over here in the tree. And then I would be able to easily select it, the entire part, without having to guess. And then I could hold down Control key, copy it over, and then it would be a solid part, and we wouldn't have had that issue. But It's okay, we figured it out, work through it. So here we could just go ahead and drag a marquee around this and then move it over. Move it over in place. That's why it wasn't letting us combine, because it was hollow. It was hollow there, hollow at the bottom. So now we have this shape here. So this is pretty much how you would create planes with the part. And if you wanted to do something on the inside, you could do that as well. You just click that, and then you want to click the hollow part, and then it hollows everything out. So yeah, so we could draw a shape in here, and we could make it go around the outside here from here to here. So if we were going to do something like that, we'd have to create another plane. So what we'd have to do is come in here. If we wanted to do a shape that went from here, wrapped around to here, we'd have to put another plane in there. So let's go ahead and check off of this plane here and this one here. So now we'd have to do one here. So basically you go back to your plane, and then you want to figure out where you want to insert that line. So we would have to do it here. So on the red. So go ahead and click red, and then we'll go ahead and spin. You notice it put it right in the middle of that plane there. So so now what we want to do is go ahead and click this plane and go plan view. Now we want to go ahead and draw our part here. So we want to draw our profile here. Profile shape here. Or actually, you know, let me see if I did that right. Let's go ahead and pan this over. Let's go ahead and spin this. So I don't know if I put the plane in the right place. So basically it didn't. And I'm going to show you why, because we want to actually draw the shape this way. So what we'd have to do is just get rid of this plane, and then let's go back to insert plane, and then let's pan up a little bit so I can see the X, Y, and Z coordinates. So basically we need to do one it's going to be like that. No, it has to be okay. Let's spin this through how it needs to be so we can figure this out. So it has to be like this. Basically we want to draw the plane this way. So let's go ahead and click on that face there and do a plan view. So we want to draw our shape this way. So let's see, by spinning this, I'm going to be able to figure out where the plane needs to go. We need to do a plane on the blue. Let's go ahead and click blue. Now we have this plane here. Now we want to go select the click off, grab that plane again, go to plan view. Now we draw our plane. So now go to sketch. Let's go to the line. And we're going to use our little coordinates here. So go 1, 2, over 3. And then we'll do one like this. This will be 1, this will be 2, this will be 3. So we'll go to here. And then we'll come up to here. And we'll select the click off. We're going to grab our create rounded corners. Let's create a 4mm. That must have been 5. Okay. Right there. All right, so now we're going to end sketch. Now we're going to go ahead and spin this. Control minus, let's zoom out. Let's spin this. I think I might have created that part inside of the base here. So what we would have to do is see if we can select it. All right, well, let's click on this. There it is. I just got it. I just had it. It's right there. Okay, let's go multiple clicks so we can see it. And now let's go ahead and move this up. So we'll grab the blue. Okay, we're going to move that up to where you can see it. And now we're going to move it over. Okay, now let's go to the right on this. No, actually this would it be top view? Yeah, top view can work. Okay, so now we want to move this down so it's equal spacing. Now when I say spacing, I'm looking at the spacing from top there to bottom there, top there to bottom there, or basically just this little circle here right in the middle. And that looks pretty good there, so we're going to go to our isometric view. This will be the last plane I'm going to do an example for, and then we can end the tutorial. So basically, what I would do at this point is come over to Sketch, then I would click that base right there, and we're going to do a circle. So we're going to click there. The circle is not the right direction, so we're going to have to move it. So we're going to do the circle there like this, then we're going to click on it. We're going to end sketch. Circles on the inside there, so we're going to have to let's select the click off, and let's try to grab it. There it is. Alright, so let's go to move, and we're going to grab the red there, and we're going to rotate it 90. So hit 90 like that. And now we need to move this forward a little bit, right to there. Okay, so now you notice that we put this plane here at the bottom plane because we were going to draw this profile shape on this flat plane. So now we basically have this shape here that we're going to revolve around. So we're going to go to pull. We're going to grab that. Then we're going to multiple click, and then we're going to hit this. So now we have this shape here. So we're going to go ahead and spin that. All right, so this is going to be it. Sometimes it's a little difficult working with planes, but once you familiarize yourself with how to use them, it goes pretty smooth. Now just remember, when we add a plane, you want to come down here, or you want to click on the surface, but the best way to go is if you want to go this direction, then you want your plane to be inserted on the green. If you want to go this direction, you want your plane to be inserted on the red. And if you want to go the direction that we just put that pipe there, you want to go the direction of the blue. So just keep that in mind. It's like a wall, and your profile needs to be on the right axis, whether it be Z, Y, or X. And then your planes are always going to be over here. You have the option of unchecking them if it gets cluttered, or you can just simply right mouse click on it and delete. You don't have to keep the planes, not unless it's, you plan on going back and maybe making a change to something. You can just remove them. They don't have to be there. If you want to keep them and you don't want it to be cluttered, just go ahead and take the check off, and they'll disappear. So basically, this was the part that we created. We added several different planes in there. And sometimes if your circle isn't going the way it's supposed to go, like it wasn't at first here, it was flat, just go ahead and click on it and rotate it either 90 or 180, however many degrees you have to rotate it until it's the opposite direction of the profile. So hopefully that makes sense. Let me go ahead and pan down on this. Okay, well, we're going to end the tutorial there. Hopefully you enjoy watching and you got some useful tips on this tutorial on how to use planes in DesignSpark Mechanical. And once again, thank you for watching.